Hello, I'm Counselor Perfect. Welcome to Perfect Counsels Network. Today, I'd like us to talk about when to walk away during courtship. We have already discussed what is dating and what courtship is. During courtship, there are certain things that you will notice, things that you can't live with if you marry the person. These things, when you see them, you need to advise yourself. You need to walk away. But before you walk away, you must ask yourself, these things, can I live with it in marriage? Because courtship, we are studying ourselves to enter into marriage. These things we are about to discuss, can I live with the person with these characteristics during marriage? If you can't, then it's better you end it and move away. And one thing is, if you see these things and you think, I love the person, so you ignore them and enter into marriage. Love is blind, but marriage is going to restore its sight. So let's zoom in into our discussion. The first I'd like us to consider is issues, past issues. If we are with a partner who is always bringing up issues from the past, issues from past relationship, is always resurrecting exes. The exes still calls him. They are in constant communication. Whenever the ex needs something, he is the first person they run to. He's helping the exes financially. When the exes are sick, he is there to carry them. Knowing that this person is having a baggage, he is still in connection with the ex. They have not completely broken off that relationship. So your relationship is going to be a third party. You are going to have 3 people in that relationship. Will you be okay to have such a person in your relationship and proceeding it into marriage? So you must consider, if the person is always having exes, is still in communicating with the exes. I'm not saying you should stop communicating with your exes, but the frequency, is it much? Is it frequent? You must take note of that. One thing is, if it's one-way communication. The other thing is, if it's one-way communication. You know, communication is both ways. You talk, I listen, I also talk, you listen. And there's feedback. You talk to me, I give feedback to you. So it's two-way traffic. But if it's only you who is doing the calling every day, it's only you who is always calling the person. About 1 month, the person does not call you. He calls you only maybe twice. It's only you who is checking up on the person, going to visit, going to find the whereabouts of the person. My dear, ask yourself, can you continue with this in marriage? Because you see, whatever we love, we seek it out. If you love a car, you always want to show it off to people. You always want to have an interaction with it. Whatever we love, we always want to get close to that thing. So it's the same thing with relationship. If the person loves you, the person will always want to hear your voice. The person will always try to see you. The other is the person hiding you. The person does not want to tell even friends, even families, that you are courting. So wait, you have waited for 1 year in a secret relationship. Please be mindful. If the person is hiding you, it means the person is shy of you. The person does not value you. If you love somebody, as I said, you show it to the world. Whatever you love, you adore it. You show it for other people to see it. So if the person is hiding you, be mindful of that. Is it only about sex? When you meet, is it only for sex? Whenever you meet that lady, whenever you meet that gentleman that you are courting, all what you do is sex. You don't talk. You don't do any other thing. You don't have any meaningful discussion. You don't even take your time to read your Bible. It's all about sex. You meet, you kiss, then off it goes. Please. Then the person sees you as a sex figure, a sexual figure. He's using you to fulfill his desire. She's using you to fulfill her desires. So please, if it's all about sex, be mindful, because marriage is not all about sex. Sex play a greater role in marriage. But if your courtship, your relationship with this person is only about sex, anytime you meet, it's all about having sex, be mindful of it. Because the person must value you, must put value on your body, must put value on your mind, how intelligent, how you think. It's not just about the physical. It's not just about what? You open up your legs. No, or you dropping your pants. Please, if it's only about sex, consider it again. And one other thing is, do you serve as his bank? Are you the bank? Anytime your partner needs any financial help, financial assistance, they run to you. It means you are there to support them financially. Please, if the person sees you what as a means to an end, the person is always going to depend on you. The person is always going to what? Be with you because of the financial gain. What is the person also contributing? It's good to help your partner. It's good to help somebody you are courting with when the person is in need. But it should not only be the person running to you anytime she is in need. Anytime the guy is in need, the person is running to you. If you serve as the person's bank, the person is going to place value on you based on the money that the person receives, or based on the financial financial gain the person receives from you. So be mindful about that one too. And one thing is, if the person does not share his future with you, you don't know what the person's future career is. You don't know what the person's 2 years, 5 years, 10 years plan is. If you don't know, it means you are not part of his plan. If he doesn't discuss things with you, it means you are not part of his plan. You know, during courtship, you are studying yourself so that if everything works, if you are suitable to each other, you enter into marriage. But if this person does not share his future with you, only the present, then it means there's no future for you. And know that in marriage, love counts, but it's not only love. It takes understanding, it takes honesty, it takes trust, it takes love for a good marriage to work. One other thing, if you have a child and while courting somebody, does the person accept your child or your children? That is, love me, love my dog. Does this partner accept your child or your children? If the person loves just only you, but your ward, your children, they think you should throw them away, you should leave them with somebody else so that I can get time to spend with them. Disregarding your children, know that you can't leave your children and focus on this person alone. They are also part of your life. If the person wants the children to be part of his life, fare thee well. But if he doesn't, my dear, think about it again. The person should be able to love you and love your dogs. If you see these things, evaluate them, ask questions, probe further, and make the right choice. These are not all the red flags that there is. So if you're in any relationship and you realize that there are certain things that is off, there are certain things that is off. You don't understand certain things. Certain things is not working for you. Certain characteristics, certain attributes does not meet your set or standard. You need to discuss it with your partner. If your partner is willing to compromise, then you can move on. But if your partner does not think there's any need for change in a behavior and you can't live with it in marriage, then you need to take the necessary steps. It's better to break a courtship than to divorce in marriage. As I always say, life is a gift, my dear. Live it well.